G'day YouTube and welcome back to another video. My name is gruntlyy and today we are ranking every single Call of the Wild map right now. If you're not sure what you're looking at, it is an SABC tier ranking system with S being the best, D being the worst, and I'm going to go ahead and rank all of the reserves in the game. That's right, all 13 reserves into each of these columns. Is what I say correct? I think it is. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and before we get into the video, please make sure you consider liking and subscribing. To kick us off strong, it is the reserve that I have spent hundreds of hours on. It is the first reserve I ever played in the game. It is the Layton Lake District. I have loved my time on this reserve, and now we have Great One galore with black bear, moose, and even whitetail, that being the first one. I have to at least put this in A, but because of my nostalgia with it and how it's the very first reserve in the game, I'm going to have to say S tier. Great start, I know. I have a feeling though that it's not going to hold up all the way through. Next up is a really good reserve. Although I haven't spent a lot of time on it, I know a lot of people like to play on it. Do I think it's as good as Layton Lake District? No way. This is going to be a B tier. This is a reserve that there are a whole bunch of animals, a lot of animals that are new to the game and you can only hunt here, which I really like. But it's just something about this reserve that doesn't draw me to play on it very much. I might spend an hour at a time here and there, but I'm just not on it a whole lot, and that is Parque Fernando. I'm going to put that at B. I do enjoy Parque Fernando. I have a lot of fun with it. Again, I just can't seem to stay on it. Yes, they have red deer, which is really good, and now there's a Great One red deer, so it's a good spot to hunt there, but you can find red deer on so many different maps. Speaking of red deer, we can't pass up my favorite map for hunting red deer, Cuatro Colinas. This map is vast, open, a lot of animals, you can spot them very easily. I really like it. It's actually one of my favorite reserves, definitely my favorite for hunting red deer, but you've got all of the ibex, which are a unique species in the game. You've even got Iberian wolves. Definitely has to go into the A column. Tell me what you think about that. I'm not sure if everyone would agree. Now, I think it's time for our D tier. Yes, there is a reserve that I've got from down here that I'm just not feeling. I never have. I don't think I ever will. It's something I can't sink a lot of time into. I know a lot of you guys like to hunt whitetail on it. It is Rancho del Arroyo. Something about it, I just can't spend much time on. I don't know what it is. I just really don't like the reserve. I don't know if it's the hills. I don't know if it's the landscape. It's just the desert feel I'm not a fan of. I don't know. I live in Australia and we're mostly made up of desert. But still, I've said I don't know a lot of times, and that's because I literally don't know why I can't seem to enjoy this reserve. I played through the story. I had a fun enough time with it. But yeah, Bobcat to me are just a reskin of Lynx. Whitetail, I'd rather hunt on Layton Lakes or anywhere else. And that's just how I really feel about Rancho del Arroyo. Now, this is a map that I know some of you aren't too sure about. It is a map that I love hunting on, and now that there are great ones on the map, and there are even the added grey wolves, Medved tiger, I have to put it up as an A rank reserve, something that you have to play. I really like it. Something about the snow I really enjoy, something about hunting brown bears, hunting moose, hunting lynx, and we can't forget about the musk deer. This is just a reserve that has a couple of unique species that I really enjoy hunting, and just the whole atmosphere and vibe of even finding mammoth tusks is pretty cool. Small detail I know, but it just adds to the vibe and how much I love Medved tiger. Now, let's head to Germany, Hirschfelden. Now, Hirschfelden, I'm not gonna lie, about 6 months ago, this was easily D rank, but I spent some time on it. I spent about 3 hours straight to torture myself, but I ended up liking the reserve a little bit. Now, is it a B tier? No. I am going to put it into the C tier though, because it has its moments. I like that it feels slow. A lot of Call of the Wild, especially when you're out there hunting for great ones, hunting for diamonds, is very fast paced in a sense that you tent, shoot, tent, tripod, shoot. Hirschfelden, because it's so dense, because there is so much foliage and vegetation around, you need to take it slow. You really need to think about your hunts. And I really loved how this was the first experience we really had with hunting in farmland. Now, if you don't know what I mean, there are so many plots of land for farming within Hirschfelden that you can actually go out, set up a tripod near, and wait for those feed zones and animals to come on in to you. Usually I hunt drink zones, whereas Hirschfelden, you're hunting the feed zones. I love it. I love that aspect. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm actually even going to bump it up to B. This is unheard of. Hirschfelden is a B tier. If you think I'm wrong, then you are playing the game on easy mode. You need to challenge yourself, because challenging yourself is where you make the game more fun. Speaking of C tier though, now I'm very sure that I want to put this here. It is the new England mountain. I don't know, something about it, it's fine. I feel like we've experienced it in Leighton Lake. I feel like we've experienced it in Hirschfelden. No new species really came to the game, apart from what, like a bird or something. Didn't really excite me at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I don't want to spend too much time on New England mountains, although it is the newest reserve, so hooray for that. Silver Ridge Peaks, why waste any time? Straight to S tier. Silver Ridge Peaks is my favorite reserve for hunting elk. Yes, I know they're not on many reserves, but I absolutely love hunting Rocky Mountain elk, to be specific. They're amazing animals, and hunting through the plains or through the valleys or through the mountains, it just has so much diversity in one reserve that I love hunting. Whether you're hunting mountain lion, whether you're hunting bighorn sheep, elk, bison, pronghorn, turkey. I remember when this map dropped, and I don't think I've been as excited for a reserve since then. S tier all the way. And what will join it in S tier? Well, it is the Yukon Valley. I love the Yukon Valley. Look, it is my favorite reserve in the game. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm hunting grizzlies. Now there was always grey wolves. I'm thinking of a different reserve. Moose. I absolutely love hunting those. And the addition of bison on the reserve and caribou, I absolutely adore the reserve. I have so much fun on it. It even gave me the best gun in the game, the 300, my favorite gun. I actually ended up buying a 300 in real life because of using a 300 in the Hunter Call of the Wild. There's not much else I can say apart from S tier. It's a game that influenced me by something to real life. I'm stuttering over my words, but I love it. I love the Yukon Valley. You all need to hunt it if you haven't already. Somewhere close to home, no, it's not Australia. It is Te Awaroa National Park, based in New Zealand. I'm going to give it B tier. I really like the reserve. I have to say that it is a great reserve for hunting red deer. Sika deer are only found on this reserve as well, and they're a lot of fun to hunt. And if you haven't played through the story, there is a very, very, very unique animal that you need to check out. So Te Awaroa, it is a great reserve for whether you're hunting red deer, pig, fallow deer. It's a great fallow deer reserve. Just check it out. The next reserve, it pains me. It pains me because I love the concept. It is Mississippi Acres. I'm sorry, it's a D tier. The reserve had so much potential. You're bringing in alligators to the game. Just hunting alligators is such a pain. It's not even difficult. It's just a pain in the rear end. I don't like it. I know a lot of people don't play on Mississippi anymore because they've gone in, they've done their alligator hunting. They said, yep, this is just too infuriating for me. I'm not having a good time with it. And they've jumped back out. So I haven't actually gone and gotten a diamond alligator myself. Maybe something I need to do in the future, but it's definitely not on top of my list for this reason. It's just not a lot of fun to hunt, and a lot of the animals on the reserve are small game, so I'm not a big fan of that. Speaking of small game, Reventuli Coast has the most small game you will find on any other reserve, but that being said, you can also hunt whitetail and moose, which I really, really like, and that is why I'm going to put Reventuli Coast up in the B tier as well. Look, it's somewhere in the middle. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Reventuli Coast, B tier. Tell me what you think about that. The next one, Virunga Savannah. This is the only reserve in the game that you can actually hunt lion. This is the only reserve that you can hunt Cape buffalo. Now that I think about it, every single animal on this reserve is unique, and that automatically makes it go to A tier. Is it harder to hunt than other reserves? Yes. Why? Animals spook a lot earlier, but I like the challenge, and it definitely pays off when you're able to get a lion in your lodge, especially for those small few who have grinded all the way up to an albino lion, and even smaller few that have a diamond albino lion. I'm very jealous of you. I don't think that'll ever happen to me, unfortunately, but I need to get onto the lion grind and try to find an albino because they are so cool. Again, not only lion, Cape buffalo, the springbok, the gemsbok, the wildebeest. I love this reserve. It is a lot of fun. It is great. It is unique. We need unique reserves back in the game. Oh my goodness. Hopefully soon we will get back to that. My fingers are crossed. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.